Hey, good afternoon, everyone. My name is David, and I work alongside Walter Contreras, our CEO at Motiva Networks. Today, I'd like to introduce to you to Microsoft Teams. We have worked alongside Jim Fermi to get this platform set up for you. Without any further ado, let's get started. All right, so the first thing you need to do is you just need to go ahead and check your inbox. When you're looking at your inbox, you'll notice that you have received an email invitation from Microsoft Teams. Let's go ahead and open that up. All right, here we are. This is what the invitation is going to look like. Right below it, you'll see an option that says accept invitation. So let's go ahead and do that first step. Great, so once you go ahead and accept the invite, you'll notice that you'll get prompted to create a new account so that you can log in into the platform. So let's go ahead and go through these steps. Let's go next. We're going to be creating a custom password for this. Let's go ahead and put one next. And it'll also send you an email verification just to make sure that's your email address. So let's check your inbox once again. Here it is. Let's go ahead and copy this code, or you can just enter it manually. And let's put it right over here. On here you can select whether you want to check this or not. This is not important for this. I'm just going to deselect it for now and go next. Now let's enter these characters to make sure that this is a real person trying to go through this process. Here we go. Alright, and the last step on the invitation is to accept the invite. Alright, now that you have accepted the invite, you will be presented with this page. You may go ahead and just close this out. This is just part of the invite procedure. Once you close this out and you go back into your inbox, you'll notice that you have received a new email from Microsoft Teams, which is inviting you into the channel that you belong to. In this instance, we're using BAG second and fourth Wednesday as an example. So let's go ahead and just hit on Open Microsoft Teams. If you have Microsoft Teams installed on your computer, it will prompt you to open it up with the Microsoft Teams application. For this example, I'm going to go ahead and cancel this. We will make a follow-up video on how to download and install the Microsoft Teams app on your computer as well as on your mobile device. But for this example, let's go ahead and open the web app, as it'll give you a similar look as you'll get from the application. Alright, here we are. So just as I mentioned before, we're using the BIG second and fourth Wednesday in this scenario, and you'll notice that there's a channel called General. General is essentially the channel that everyone in that group belongs to. So any message that is posted on here will go to all your team members. It is important to note that in order for anybody to get a notification, you must call them or mention them right below. And the way to do that is, in this example, I'm going to message Jim. So let's go ahead and do add, and let's put Jim on here, and let's do hello. Alright, now that we have done this, Jim will receive a notification. And you'll also notice that if we scroll down a little bit, it'll show that it came from, in this instance, it'll show your name on here, and in parentheses guest. Now, in the event that for any reason you'd like to send a message to everyone who belongs into this channel without having to call each individual person individually, you may also do the add general hello, and this will essentially notify everyone in the channel about this. Right up top, you'll notice that you have some tabs as well, such as files, console sites, and BIG website. Let's go ahead, in this instance, go to the files tab. Once we go to the Files tab, you'll notice that there's a folder here that is called Meeting Agendas. All the files that are within this File tab are shared with everyone that is part of this group. So in this instance, if we go over to the Meeting Agendas, you'll notice that Jim uploaded a file which was uploaded yesterday at 4:54 p.m. This was done for this example, but let's just go ahead and open up this agenda that Jim uploaded, and you can do that by just clicking on it. Since this is a Word document, Teams will be able to do a preview within its interface. you won't have to download the file, you can just do the preview this way. Alright, so now let's go ahead and look at the other tabs. Let's go back over to the team section on the left hand side. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and review one of the additional features that we included for you in Microsoft Teams. So let's go ahead and go on to your team, and right up here you'll be able to see that you have some tabs available for you. One of those tabs is going to be the console site, so let's go ahead and open that up. Once you open up this console site, you'll notice that you have some resources that are available for you, such as the group calendar, where you'll be able to see some of the future events that are coming up. You'll also have a section for video business cards. We have included one as an example for this demo. In this instance, if you'd like to learn more about John, you can just go ahead and click on this, and it'll take you right into the video demo that John has set up. Let's go ahead and go back. You also have another section over here, which is team documents. This will allow you to access resources that you can share with each other. Whether you put it right under general or member spotlight. This member spotlight section you'll be able to see when we get back into the page. However, any document that you upload on here will be visible to anybody that belongs to your team. Let's go ahead and go back into the site. Here we are. So this is the section that I was referring to earlier. This is the member spotlight section, which is visible right from the main page. In this instance, Jim uploaded this as a demo, but you can see that there's a presentation on here that you can just go ahead and open through here or download it. And as we continue going down, you also see that there's a member roster. This is one that was used for the demo. However, this will depend on the group that you belong to. You'll be able to see the up-to-date list of everyone in your team. Quick little bonus, if you go right up here, you'll be able to see that there's a section for BIG website. So just in case you want to get more familiar with the BIG and get to know the website a little bit better, you can click right on that tab and you can just browse along the website. And there we go. Hello everyone, and welcome to part 2 on Microsoft Teams. In this video we will be going over how to download and install Microsoft Teams on your computer, whether it's a Mac or a Windows workstation. For this example we will be using a Windows machine. However, it'll be a very similar procedure when going to the Mac. And really the purpose to have this application installed on your computer is so that you can easily communicate with your team with the click of a button. And I'll be able to show you that once we get this application installed. But let's get started. Alright, so we're going to continue from the window where we left off, from this Microsoft Teams window. Now that you're logged in, you just need to go over to the bottom left hand side, which is right down here. You're going to notice that once you hover over it, there's going to be an option that says download desktop app. Let's go ahead and click on that. Once you click on it, this file will download on the bottom left. It may vary depending on the browser that you have. In this instance, I'm using Microsoft Edge. Chrome will also display it on the same area. However, if you're using Internet Explorer or Mozilla Firefox, you just gotta look for it in the same area where you usually find the files that you download. But let's go ahead and open the file that downloaded on our computer. Here we go. Once it opens up, we just need to go through the installation procedures, which it actually does everything for you. Let's go ahead and give that a moment. And right on the bottom, you'll be able to see that there's a progress bar. Alright, now that the application has installed, you will automatically be prompted with the screen. Let's go ahead and hit continue. And now it's going to ask us for our login information, which is the one that we created for Office 365 when we accepted the invitation. In this instance, I'm going to use the sample account that we're using, which is bigdemo2020@gmail.com. And then we'll go ahead and enter our password. And now we see that we have this loaded Microsoft Teams, so let's just give it a moment. Once this opens up, it'll give us a similar interface as the one that we're seeing back on our browser. Alright, so here we are. We have now logged into Microsoft Teams. Now you'll notice that right as soon as you log in, it may prompt you for which account you want to log in under. If you already have an existing Microsoft Teams account, you may have your company on here, as well as the business impact group as part of the list. In this instance, for this demo account, this is the only account that we have access to, so let's just go ahead and hit continue. Alright, and then we'll just give this a moment. Alright, and here we are. We have now logged into Microsoft Teams using the application. If we look over at the left hand side after we expanded, you'll see that you have this general channel over here under the same group that we were looking at before, and you also have the same tabs available. In order to install the application on the Mac, you follow the same procedure, which is just clicking on the bottom left hand corner to download the app. After that, you just gotta enter your credentials and it'll install everything for you. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us, and we'll also be reaching out to you directly just to make sure that you were able to install everything correctly. Thank you for following this along. On the next step, we'll be going over how to install this on your mobile devices. So please stay tuned and we'll get back to you shortly. Thank you.